Hey guys, darkmaster491 here, and I've got a battle versus another gym leader from the PAX Pokémon League, Rune the Dragon Collector. This is going to be a 6 versus 6 single battle. As you can see, this gym leader is another dragon type gym leader since there's 6 dragon type Pokemon on the gym leader's team. I'm going to lead with Skarmory, and yeah, I have Hatterene to set up the Trick Room, I have a Scarf Tapu Lele, and a Choice Scarf Alola Ninetales, so we are good to go here. Yeah, the idea is to set up the Stealth Rocks, and we'll be good to go from there. Skarmory can Whirlwind, and you have a lot of Pokemon with super effective type advantage. So yeah, let's see what my opponent decides to do here. They're going to leave with the Garchomp. I am aware that Garchomp has access to Stealth Rock, but usually it's kind of uncommon for a Garchomp to use Stealth Rocks. It's more of a sweeper, but I mean it could be a Stealth Rock set or two. But I'm just going to set up Stealth Rocks here. I don't want to over-predict. And yeah, they're going to set up Stealth Rocks, so very nice. Nice setup by my opponent, so it's going to make it a little harder for me to set up the Trick Room. Since, yeah, my Focus Sash Hatterene, but the sash is going to be broken now because of the Stealth Rocks. I could have switched into Hatterene predicting that, but yeah, it's just kind of uncommon to see Garchomp have Stealth Rocks, and it has Swords Dance, so it's like kind of it's a good set though. Yeah, it definitely caught me off guard a bit, but I was kind of aware of the Stealth Rock. I just wasn't sure if it really had it or not, since Garchomp is known to be more of a sweeper. But on a dragon type team, it makes a lot more sense to have Garchomp as your Stealth Rocker. Okay, so my opponent gets a good switch in after I Whirlwind here, because I really have nothing that can take the Vicious Rend. So I'm just gonna Whirlwind again. Skarmory is going to take a lot of damage from Vicious Rend, because yeah, it's going to do double damage, and wow, that would have been a one-hit KO if it wasn't for Sturdy, so that's really impressive. Shows you how powerful Dracovish is with that Vicious Rend. And Dragapult comes in, and this is good because I get a chance to see what kind of Dragapult my opponent has here, whether it's physical or special. I'm just going to keep Whirlwinding. I mean, I could try to get chip damage or Brave Bird, but I think I'm just going to Whirlwind in case they Dragon Dance or something. They're just going to go for Dragon Darts, but yeah, I didn't want to take any risks there. So if they're physical, then they probably have Phantom Force, which is fine, because that allows my Hatterene to set up a Trick Room. I'm going to try to set up the Trick Room, because I don't really want to bring in Tapu Lele or Ninetales yet, and I kind of see this as a possible opportunity to set up Trick Room, but it's a bit risky because they could have Shadow Ball or another attack to super effective Hatterene. Yeah, I'm just a little concerned because they have Stealth Rocks up. That's like kind of not good, because it would have been a lot safer if Hatterene could just keep the Focus Sash, but that's not the case. So I'm wondering if I should bring in one of my Choice Scarf Pokemon. But I do kind of want to preserve that and see if I can set up the Trick Room first. Okay, here's the thing. If they are physical Dragapult, then they're forced to Dynamax in order to knock out Hatterene. But I feel like they might just go for the Phantom Force. I mean, they could Dynamax. That was another concern. Like, if I bring in one of my Choice Scarf Pokemon, and if they Dynamax the Dragapult, and if it somehow survives an attack from one of my Pokemon, then I'm unfortunately going to lose that Pokemon. And yeah, my Choice Scarfers are pretty valuable, so they are going to go for Phantom Force. I had a feeling they were going to go for the Phantom Force and not Dynamax. But at the same time, I was a little concerned that they might Dynamax. But if they do that, then I can just counter attack with my own Dynamax. So yeah, it's not always wise to Dynamax early, so this is actually a really good position for me, since Yeah, I got the Trick Room up. I am gonna lose 2 turns of Dynamax. 2 turns of Trick Room, and they knock out Hatterene, but that's fine because that means my Glass Sphere gets to come in for free, and we have 3 more turns of Trick Room to work with, and yeah, Glass Sphere can really pick up some KOs now. That's very nice. I can start going for those max Hailstorms and pick up some KOs. Alright, this is really good. We get to set up the Hailstorm too with the max Hailstorm. Yeah, so Glacier is looking really threatening to my opponent's team now. I got the Trick Room set up, and Glacier is a very bulky Pokemon, so yeah, I can just keep up the pressure here and should be able to get a sweep going. Or at least knock out 3 Pokemon. And maybe a 4th if Glacier manages to survive an attack from one of the opposing Pokemon. Okay, so we get an attack boost, so that was the important part here, is to knock out the Dragapult and get the Chilling Neigh boost. So now Glacier is good to go here. Let's see which Pokemon they send out. Yeah, there's not too much that they can do at this point, because, I mean, I have 2 more turns of Trick Room, so they can try to stall out the Trick Room. But they're going to lose at least one more of their Pokemon if they try to max guard. But if not, then could try to knock out like 2 of their Pokemon. Okay, they send out this Pokemon here, which is quadruple weak to max Hailstorm, ice type attacks. That's the Flapple. So they're gonna Dynamax the Flapple here. And it's a Gigantamax Flapple actually, so that's really cool. But I highly doubt it's gonna survive. I mean, even with like a Yachi Berry, yeah, it's no Yachi Berry. I mean, Apple Ton has the big fat ability, and then maybe if you give it a Yachi Berry, then maybe it can survive. But Glacier has a +1 boost in attack, so very unlikely that it's gonna survive. And yeah, if it was like Focus Sash, the Focus Sash is broken, so thanks to the Stealth Rock, so definitely was no chance that Pokemon would survive there. Okay, here comes the Altaria. Alright, so just gonna keep going for those max Hailstorms. Can't really do anything now, because even if they protect, that's gonna deal damage through the protect. And yeah, that's gonna pick up the KO on the Altaria with a critical hit. So that's more insult to injury there with the critical hit. And the Chilling Neigh boost. So Glacier is at +3, and that's the end of the Dynamax turns and the Trick Room. So let's see how my opponent chooses to respond here to deal with the Glacier. We got the Garchomp. I mean, they could try to go for maybe some Rock Slides or something. I mean, they revealed Swords Dance, Stealth Rock. They probably have like Earthquake and a Dragon Attack, or they might have Earthquake and Rock Slide. So if they have Rock Slide, that gives them a chance to flinch the Glacier and try to knock it out. But I'm pretty much fine because I have a Scarf Ninetales, a Alolan, and a Scarfed Tapu Lele. But I'm wondering if maybe I go for like a different attack, because Icicle Crash could miss. But it might just go for it, because I don't know, if it misses, it's not really a big deal. I can still bring in Ninetales later on, go for Blizzards. But okay, they're gonna go for the Iron Head. Yeah, Glacier has weakness policy too, so it's actually better to just use a, yeah, I went for Icicle Crash, but I guess I could have went for like close combat or something. Yeah, since I already had like, what is that, like +6 now? +5? I'm not even keeping track here. But yeah, I was getting so many boosts already from the Chilling Maze and the weakness policy there. Yeah, if I'd known they had Iron Head, then yeah, I probably would have just went for close combat just to be safe. I mean, I just wasn't 100% sure if close combat would have picked up the KO on the Garchomp without the weakness policy boost. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to play it safe. I guess here I can go for like maybe Heavy Slam or something. Or, I mean, it could be... Well, I'm just gonna Icicle Crush in case it's like, I don't know, multi-skill or something, and then it lives Heavy Slam. So yeah, I'm just gonna Icicle Crash. I mean, worst case, I still have Ninetales in the back. And yeah, that's gonna finish off the Dragonite. Okay, there's that Dracovish. So is their last Pokemon. Probably gonna knock me out. Just gonna go for a close combat here. They're gonna go for Outrage. Okay. But then they just lose to my Tapu Lele. I can just bring that in and just go for Moonblast. And hypothetically, even if they were able to outspeed me for some reason, then yeah, they can't touch Tapu Lele because they're locked in an Outrage. So yeah, we can just go for Moonblast here, and that it will pretty much be the game. So yeah, Tapu Lele is just gonna set up its Psychic Terrain before it knocks out the Dracovish with a Moonblast. Yeah, so it doesn't matter even if it survives, since it's just gonna go for Outrage anyways, and that's not gonna deal any damage to Tapu Lele. But yeah, that's a good game.